Well, and that is the way that God has created it, right? If you're a believer in God, and I don't know too many people who are not,
Right.
that at least I've heard alternatives. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. But there has to be a higher power. This is the way it has been designed, and it is that fulfillment for a relationship, or at least for your own personal existence, is to have a mate, to have somebody that you spend your life with, that you can have a loving, fulfilling relationship with. And for a lot of people, that's very difficult, just because there's so much that goes on in our world that doesn't make it very simple, a very simple task. And somebody personally has been through, life like most everyone. I personally have never been married, and but that doesn't mean I haven't had a couple of relationships that were very interesting or very difficult or tumultuous, but also endearing and very loving. And so it gets to where, well, I can completely relate. Very fortunate to not have gone through a divorce, but I've seen what has happened to the people who have gone through divorce.
Right.
And it is devastating.
It really is devastating.
And you'll talk about people always talk about the financial impact, the monetary value. How about the emotional value that is worth 10 times what the money ever was?
Right.
And people don't even contemplate that. They're like, you want to really get into the financial perspective on it, and that is that you lost your job because of this. Now, what kind of financial impact have you had? And people don't really contemplate that. So talk a little bit about, if you would, what was the path that led you here, though?
Yeah.
And give us a little more about your background. You've got 3 master's degrees.
Right. So what happened was, at that same time that I started working for that hospice company, I went back to school. And I got an MBA, and I started a coaching business. And I was working with businesses. And to be honest with you, Carter, that guy influenced my life so much. I started working with insurance agents. And so I started in the financial planning industry. And I was able to help a lot of people. But in 2004, I met a guy. His name is Mort Fertel. He has a program called Marriage Fitness that changed my life. And he was the one, in 2006, he invited me to get involved with his company as a marriage coach. And I've been doing it ever since.